Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all honor and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha Kodash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles, and the bishops of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect, starting with the 144,000 governing body of the nation of Yashar Allah, and men, women, and children who sincerely believes in the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. May he have mercy on you in these last days. It's your brother, I'm Nawa Allah, coming back at you with another lesson, and Lord willing, this will be edifying. I'm going to play this video and bring out the scriptures. But just to give you the feedback on it, this is proof that the least of the flock shall draw them out. This proves also, this video is showing you the uprising of the people. And even more important than that, prophecy is being fulfilled, because we know this is Esau, Edom, and the world is against these two gentlemen right here. All right. Even their own Edomite brethren are against them. Okay. But the Lord is letting these type of things happen. Number one, again, it's the build up to World War III. It's also prophecy. And it shows you a clear picture of who is in control and who the world hates and why we must be delivered. Take me! You see, they got a picture of Maduro in the back. They know what's going on. People know what's going on with this devil, man. All right? And some of them could be Israelites. Remember, we're scattered. We're amongst all the nations. And they could clearly see, okay, what this devil is doing. What he's planning to do and his threats. Because he's the bully. All right? All right, let's get the precepts. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, who did he tell this to? He's telling this to the prophet Ezra. But this goes to all the men of the Lord. All right, at the end of the day. Because you're reincarnated in your life. If you were a prophet in your past life, you're a prophet now. It's just gonna come out. You're gonna hate this world. A real prophet, a real man of the Lord, hate this world. And they love righteousness. All right. So that's who Yahweh Bashim Yashar is talking to through an angel. It says, and again, this prophet would be Ezra. It says, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And a part of that visitation is the uproars of the people, which I'm about to get to that. All right. Because the people, okay, it ain't just over here in Iran. The uproars of the people is everywhere. You got uproars right here in the United States. Are not everywhere across America people are protesting in regards to the icy boys and the calamities that are coming with their visitation. But see, that visitation is from the Lord. All right. That's judgment from the Lord. And these are the prophecies that's coming to life daily as we read these scriptures. And we're telling you, all right, pay attention, understand that we are definitely on the cusp of World War III. And Esau Edom, okay, he's been exposed. All right, and it's just a matter of time before this devil goes down. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes, we see in earthquakes. All right, these are signs of the visitation of the Lord and uproars of the people in the world. You see that? That's a sign. This is definitely an uproar. This is definitely they're letting you know we hate you Americans. All right? We don't respect neither one of these individuals. And they already know America can just bomb them or do whatever they're going to do. But see, at the end of the day, it's the will of the Lord when they're going to get bombed. It's the will of the Lord why these two individuals are in the position that they're in. And see, the men of the Lord understand that. We're sitting back and letting the things play out, and we're praying for things to escalate. Why? Because that means we're that much more closer to the end of this world and the beginning of the world that follow. 2 Ezra chapter 6 and 9. It says, verse 4, 2 Ezra 9 and 4, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spoke of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. It says, for like all that is made in the world, for like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. And that's the end of this kingdom. You see? And it's being made manifest through these signs and these prophecies. Manifest literally means to make known. It says, even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonder and powerful works and endings in effects and signs. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by his faith, whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sacrificed them for me from the beginning. Salakia. I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. This is Isaiah chapter 46 and 10. Declaring the end from the beginning, and from the ancient times, the things that are not yet done. See, these things are actually being done now, but they were declared from the beginning. The prophets that he was going to set up, that he sanctified from the beginning. And they were going to be doing what they're doing now, warning the hopeful elect and condemning you two-thirds as Negroes, Latinos and Native Americans, and the other heathen nations, and of course Esau Edom, so-called white man. Why? Because it's the will of the Lord. It's prophecy. We're supposed to condemn them. We're supposed to read them their judgment. We're supposed to expose all of the evil they have perpetuated against us and let them know the judgment that's coming before it comes. That's what a prophet does. And the Lord said, let me read this again, Isaiah 46 and 10, declaring the end from the beginning and from the ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand. So when I was reading 2 Ezra chapter 9 and he said the righteous going to be preserved, that's part of his counsel. The uprising of the people and his visitation is near. That's a part of his counsel. He's letting you know through the prophets what if you are one of his, what you should be looking for and what you should be doing. Because then it said those that shall be saved is going to be by works and faith. Because a lot of you only got one or the other, but you're going to need both. You see? And again, we're witnessing the most. I want to say, because we can't say that yet because we haven't gotten in the thick of Jacob's trouble. But for just these last 2 years, we've witnessed the most cruel, wicked debauchery. Salakia. Yeah, debauchery, all type of evil and madness, and you people, you're not really paying attention. You're still, man, what's going on here? But the Lord, He's letting you know through His servants, the prophets, which I'm going to get that, what's really going on. So He says, Isaiah 46:10 again, declaring the end from the beginning and from the ancient times, the things that are not yet done. Satan, Salakia, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. I'm going to get to his pleasures in a minute. This is Revelations, Salakia. This is Amos chapter 3 and 7. It says, surely the Lord will do nothing but revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. I'm going to go up and go back down because I think it's important to read verse 6. Amos 3 and 6, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it? The Lord this is part of his counsel that's going to stand. When the men of the Lord are out on the highways and byways telling you, we're giving you that warning. You want to take heed now before it's too late. Because these two, let me play this again. You see that? We're telling you that these two individuals, they're not in your best interest, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, and they're setting America up to follow prophecy and be destroyed. That's crazy that they got Maduro like that. This lets you know again, the world sees this place for its wickedness. And these two individuals right here, I want to keep the phone on these, the image on these two, because that's who we're dealing with right here. It says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Should there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it? Amos 3 and 6. That should tell you something. It says it should tell you to get right with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, because the signs are here. Surely the Lord, Amos 3 and 7, surely the Lord, the Yahweh, will do nothing but revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. That's where your answers are going to be at. You can go to Jesus, but Jesus is going to go into slavery. He cannot save you. He can't do nothing for you. All right? This is Revelation chapter 11 and 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come. The nations were angry. Angry at who? These guys right here. And their affiliates. All right? It says, and the time, I'll read it again. Revelation 11 and 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, I'm the only people that's going to be rejoicing when this thing actually comes to a screeching halt. When America becomes not the power that it once was, and it's really not like that no more anyway. Yes, they got the military might, and it looks like by the thievery of the Venezuelan oil, they have now become the top oil producer. But that was done by theft. That wasn't done in righteous decrees. All right. So that's wickedness. It says, "And them that fear thy name." Who fears the name of Yahweh Shemashah? The same people that, like I said in 2nd Ezra chapter 9. Okay, let me go back to that. 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and 7. "And everyone that shall be saved," anyone that's going to be saved knows the name of the Heavenly Father. Saved from what? From the destruction of America. It says, "And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and his faith." You got works and faith because you believe. Believe is an action. It says, "shall be preserved from the said perils." When this shit kick off, the way these people feeling, the spirit that's going to be on all the other nations towards this place, it says, "she shall be preserved," shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. Hey, Isaiah 46 and 10. That's what he's talking about. Read this Revelations 11 and 18 again. "And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear my name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth." Who destroys the earth? We already know. Job 9 and 24. "The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He changes the faces of the judges. If not, where and who is he?" There he is, right there. There they go, right there. That's it. These two men are the epitome of Job 9 and 24. Man, real talk. This is Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 20. "Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord." See that word counsel again? "My counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure." Let's see what his pleasure is. He says, "that he have taken against Edom." See that? These two are Edomites right here. He's taking counsel against them. It's starting with the words that we speak, like I'm doing right now. Like our elders and apostles have been doing for decades and decades and decades. Before they came on YouTube, they were already giving you the counsel of the Lord and let you know who your enemy is and what's going to happen to him at a future time. It says, "Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord," Jeremiah 49 and 20, "that he have taken against Edom and his purposes, that he have purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out." That's that guy on the right. That's the least of the flock of Edom. Drawing them out to what? World War III. Because Israel, this whole little thing right here, America is subjected to this guy and what they do over there in the land of Israel. And Teman are the Edomites that have all the technology. They're German and Russian scientists. Here, let me give you an example of what they do. But understand the Lord created them to do this. This is Isaiah chapter 54 and verse 16. It says, "Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire." The Lord is saying, I am against Edom, and he's going to remove Teman's what you call it, uh weapons of warfare. But he gave him the technology to do what he's doing now. Okay? It says, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. See, it's going to be for the Lord's work at the end of the day. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. And I have created the waster to destroy. The waster is the actual nuclear bomb. And the smith is your Temanites, your scientists, your German and Russian scientists who created or got the technology in the spirit and brought forth their blessing, which is the sword, the ICBM missiles. But wait, this second verse is just as important as that first verse because it lines up with saved from perils. It says, verse 17, no weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper. Right. So when all this shit start happening to America, Yahweh Shemel Shah's elect men, women, and children are going to be covered. No matter where they're at and what situation they're in. Even if they go back to the spirit world, they covered. Because why? Because they fear thy name. Revelations 11 and 18, like I just read it. And that starts with the governing body, the 144,000. It says, this is the, I'm going to start from the top. Isaiah 54:17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord. That's a servant of the Lord, a prophet, right now is the most important man walking the face of the earth. Yahweh Shai, he waiting to come back and save these men. And their families is just getting a free ride. That's it. Because the Lord, Yahweh Shai, care about his will. He doesn't care about our will. Our will is to do his will. And so when you do that, look, no weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper. Every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, which are the prophets, and their righteousness is of me, saith Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Back to Jeremiah 49 and 20. Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord, that he have taken against Edom and his purposes. What is his purposes? To great rob and murder, to take, to hide his iniquity, and ultimately to destroy. It says that he have purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. He says, surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate and with them. So how is that going to happen? How is that going to happen? This is Jeremiah chapter 50. Let me see. I'm going to start at verse I'll start at verse 22. Jeremiah 50 and 22. A sound of battle is in the land, and a great destruction. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? This is the hammer of the whole earth right here. It says, how is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? It says, I have laid a snare for thee, O thou art also taken. Slaki. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon. And thou wasn't not aware, thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord. And this is this whole chip thing, you know, what they're doing with the earth, with the food, okay, oppressing the Lord's people, all right, stealing a heritage, okay, blaspheming the Holy Spirit, changing the faces of the judges. That's striving against Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Like the scriptures say, they want to present themselves as like the Most High. But it's not going to work. That's the pride that he actually put in them to make sure that they get what his will done. And his will is to use them to bring judgment on you Israelites and then to be destroyed. That's Yahweh Bashim Yahshua's will with this damn devil. This is Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 4. The Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. And they are the wicked. And they're created to do exactly what they're doing. They only got so much time left. And they know this. It says, verse 25. It says, the Lord hath opened his armory and have brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua of hosts, in the land of the Chaldeans. This is the land of the bankers, the land of the rich elite. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is saying, I'm going to open up my armory, all right? And I'm going to destroy you and make this land a desolation. It starts with the uproar of the people and the people understanding who they're dealing with. It says, come against her from the uttermost border, open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left. America. It says, slay all her bullocks, let them go down to the slaughter. Woe unto them, for their day is come, the time of their visitation. When you go into the word of visitation, it means judgment, punishment. The Lord is going to visit this place. And he's going to do it through his counsel, through his wonderful works. Verse 28. The voice of them that flee and escape out of the land of Babylon, to declare in Zion the vengeance of the Lord our power, the vengeance of his temple. It says, call together the archers against Babylon. Call together all the nukes from the other nations against Babylon. That's what that means. All ye that bend the bow, come against her round about. Let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work. So all this evil they perpetuating all over the earth, the Lord said, pay her back for her work. Because remember, he's going to reward you whether you do bad or good. They don't know nothing but bad. So that's what they're going to get. So all you niggas that feel like he doing a good job, I'm talking about the DJ Trump. Or you saying we must protect Israel, not knowing that you're actually supposed to be in that land, well then you're gonna get this right here, what I'm reading. This is for you too. It says, call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow. Come, camp against it round about. I read that wrong. So the Wadi Habashim make me read it again. Let none thereof escape. Nobody's escaping judgment here in America. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she have done. Do unto her, for she have been proud against the Lord, against the Holy One of Israel. It says, therefore shall her young man fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith the Lord, because I am against thee, O thou most proud. Right here, these two gentlemen. It says, saith the Lord, power of hosts, for thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee, and the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up, and I will kindle a fire in his cities, and it shall devour all round about. I mean, I could keep going, but the verdict is out. The uproars of people are spreading all over the world, protesting against this kingdom. Even in this kingdom, there's protesting, and we know what that means. The kingdom against the kingdom, can't stand so many words. Roughly paraphrasing, Satan against Satan, it can't stand. A kingdom divided will not last, and we see that now. Because Russians are Edomites, the French are Edomites, the Spanish are Edomites, right? The Brits are Edomites, Denmark, all those places. And they got a problem with these two right here. So keep that in mind. So Lord willing, this was edifying. I would like to give all praises and all honor and all glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakar Kodash. Double honors to the elders, apostles, and bishops of Great Millstone. Shalom.